I come from the future as a warning that the end is nigh. Hear me out while you can, because I am the Harbinger. A few days ago, Israel launched missiles against Iranian military targets. The retaliation came swift and brutal. For the first time in decades, the Israeli Iron Dome failed. The streets emptied, sirens wailed. Netanyahu's ordered a nationwide shutdown. The bunkers were filled with fear. Desperate, Israel called for help. The US hesitated, citing diplomacy. But within 24 hours, Donald Trump defied the Congress yet again and launched airstrikes on Iran's nuclear facilities. No warnings, no votes, just a flash in the sky and then fire. They say this isn't Iraq, but wasn't it always the same lie? Weapons of mass destruction, democracy by force, a crusade for oil and control, repackaged for modern screens. Qatar betrayed Iran. They sided with the West, intercepting missiles aimed at US bases. But betrayal wears many masks, and gold makes kings kneel. Israel's ongoing Forum Palestine now vanishes from the headlines. Over 60,000 dead, food and fodder blocked. A genocide shrouded in silence, buried beneath the noise of new performs. Meanwhile, Russia applauds the kills. The more the world burns, the less eyes watch Ukraine. They whisper of a third world war, not in fear but in hope, for this crisis will deflect their guilty in the eyes of the world. I've seen this before. In the 19th century, they called it the Great Game, the Shadow Tournament. Britain and Russia carved up Persia like it was meat. North to the Tar, south to the Queen, and a dying heart left in between. Decades passed, then came the sequel. US and USSR played their part. Iran became a pawn again, and the war never ended, just changed names. The Arab world sells its soul for a seat at a master's table. Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Egypt, you name it, all silent while their brothers bleed, hoping to be the next in line for favor. But I tell you this, empires don't invite you in, they consume you, they smile while you vanish. You watched it happen, you thought, not my problem. But what begins with distant missiles, I can assure you that ends up at your very doorstep. Some say it was Bertolt Brecht who said that. Oh, but they're wrong. It was indeed Reverend Varting. Well, what he says, you must remember. When they came for the communists, I kept quiet, for I wasn't a communist. When they came for the trade unionist, I kept quiet, for I wasn't no trade unionist. When they locked up the Social Democrats, I kept quiet, for I wasn't a Social Democrat. When they locked up the Jews, I kept quiet, for I wasn't a Jew. Well, when they came for me, there was no one left to protest. I have spoken about what I have seen and heard firsthand. My time here is short, so make the most of it. Don't forget, the future can still change if you listen to me, for I am the Harbinger.